Hi, I'm Lucas. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. One click from you means more stories can be shared. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers and make a difference. Let's begin. I never thought my wedding would turn into a family battleground. My fiancée Emma and I had been together for 4 years when I finally popped the question at her favorite restaurant downtown. Man, she cried so hard, the people at the next table thought something was wrong. Are you serious? Yes, 1,000 times yes. We spent that whole night dreaming about our future. Emma works as an event planner, so naturally, she jumped into wedding mode immediately. What do you think about a destination wedding, somewhere tropical where everyone can relax and have fun? I love the idea. My job in IT keeps me stressed most of the time, and the thought of saying I do with sand between my toes sounded perfect. But I should have known my family would complicate things. See, in the Walker household, there's always been an unspoken hierarchy. My mom, Diane, makes the rules. My dad, Robert, keeps the peace. My sister, Vanessa, gets whatever she wants. And me? I'm just expected to go along with it all. Last Sunday, we had dinner at my parents' to share our wedding plans. Emma was so excited to announce our Cancun destination wedding idea. We found this amazing resort with a private beach. The packages are surprisingly affordable and everyone can make a vacation out of it. I watched my sister's face change instantly. Vanessa put down her fork with a dramatic clank. Cancun? Are you kidding me right now? My mom immediately shifted into protection mode. What's wrong, sweetie? Lucas knows exactly what's wrong. That's where Derek proposed to me last year. The same Derek who dumped me 2 months ago for his coworker. I honestly had forgotten about that. Her relationship drama changes so often, it's hard to keep track. It's a huge place, Vanessa. We're not going to the same resort. How could you be so insensitive? You know I can't even look at beach photos without crying. My dad stared at his plate, already checking out of the conversation. Classic Robert move. Emma tried to salvage things. We haven't made any deposits yet. We could consider other... No, I interrupted. We've been planning this for weeks. It's what we want. My mother's eyes narrowed. I need to speak with you in the kitchen, Lucas. Now. In the kitchen, she didn't even try to hide her disappointment. You need to pick somewhere else. Your sister is still healing. Mom, this is our wedding. And she is your sister. Family comes first, Lucas. Always. Your father and I raised you better than this. So Vanessa's feelings about a place she visited once trump our entire wedding vision? Don't be dramatic. There are beaches everywhere. Emma will understand. She seems like such a reasonable girl. The way she said it made my blood boil. We're doing Cancun, Mom. It's already decided. Then you better be prepared for your sister not to attend. And honestly, I'm not sure we would feel comfortable celebrating while she's suffering either. That's when I realized this wedding was going to be much more complicated than I thought. I left my parents' house that night with Emma in silence. She waited until we got to the car before letting loose. Your mom seriously expects us to change our entire wedding because Vanessa got dumped? That's insane. Welcome to the Walker family dynamic. Vanessa cries, mom commands, dad disappears, and I'm supposed to fix everything. The next few weeks were a nightmare. I stood my ground on Cancun, but that just opened the floodgates to other demands. Vanessa started showing up to our planning sessions uninvited. During our meeting with the wedding planner, she flipped through our color swatches and tossed them aside. Teal and coral? Really? Those are literally the colors Derek and I picked for our wedding. Change them. We're not changing our colors, Vanessa. God, why are you being so difficult? It's just colors. The wedding planner looked like she wanted to disappear. Emma took a deep breath. These colors complement the beach setting perfectly. We've already ordered sample invitations. Well, cancel them. Unless you enjoy torturing me. It only got worse. Mom called daily with new complaints. Vanessa just reminded me your wedding date is the weekend after what would have been her anniversary with Derek. Can you push it back a month? No, Mom. The venue is booked. People have made travel arrangements. Well, this is going to be a very difficult time for her. I hope you're prepared to have a maid of honor who might be emotional. She's not my maid of honor. Emma's sister is. The shocked gasp was so dramatic I had to hold the phone away from my ear. My best friend Jake met me for beers after that call. Dude, you know this is completely messed up, right? Your sister's got your mom wrapped around her finger, and they're hijacking your wedding. What am I supposed to do? Cut them off? Maybe. Or at least stop letting them bulldoze you. This is your life, man, your wedding. If you don't stand up now, they'll be naming your kids next. He was right, but the situation escalated before I could figure out my next move. Emma's brother Mark called me the next day. Hey, just checking in. Emma was crying on the phone with our mom last night. Something about your sister demanding to approve the guest list? What? She didn't tell me that. Yeah. Apparently, Vanessa wants to make sure none of Derek's friends or family are invited, even though some of them are Emma's friends too. I was furious. When I confronted Emma, she broke down. I didn't want to stress you more. Your mom called and said we needed to send the guest list to Vanessa first, or she'd make a scene at the wedding. Things came to a head at our engagement party. My mother cornered me by the drinks table. Lucas, I've been thinking. Maybe the best solution is to postpone the wedding entirely. Excuse me? Just until Vanessa finds happiness again. She's in such a fragile state, and seeing you get married right now is cruel. Give it a year. I nearly dropped my glass. Are you serious right now? Don't use that tone. I'm thinking of the family. Your wedding can wait. Vanessa's mental health can't. I found Emma immediately, pulled her aside and told her what happened. That's it. I'm done, she said, squeezing my hand. We need to take control back. Now. Looking into her eyes, I knew she was right. Something had to change, and fast. The next morning, I got a call from our florist canceling our appointment. Then our cake tasting was suddenly double booked. The pattern was obvious. I confronted Vanessa at her apartment. Did you call our wedding vendors pretending to be me? Fine. Maybe I did make a few calls. Someone needs to put the brakes on this disaster. When I confronted Mom about it, she flipped it around. You've always been jealous of the attention she gets. This whole Cancun thing is just you being stubborn to hurt her. That night, Emma suggested something bold. We need to expose them, set up a family dinner, record the conversation. I invited my parents and Vanessa for Sunday dinner, secretly including Uncle Mike and Aunt Patty, the only relatives who'd ever stood up to my mother. My phone was recording on the bookshelf. After small talk, I brought up the wedding. We're not changing the location. Vanessa started fake crying. Why do you hate me so much? Mom jumped in. Honestly, Lucas, I've never understood why you're rushing to marry Emma anyway. She's not exactly the kind of girl we pictured for you. What's that supposed to mean? Well, she's just so career-focused, and her family isn't exactly on our level, is it? Her father works in construction, for goodness sake. Vanessa nodded. Plus, she's so controlling about the wedding, not letting me help with anything. Because you've been sabotaging everything, Dad finally spoke up. Maybe we should all calm down. No, Dad, for once, don't try to smooth things over. Mom continued. I think you're making a mistake. Vanessa deserves to be happy before you rush off and get married. I walked to the bookshelf and stopped the recording. I've been documenting everything. The vendor cancellations, this conversation, all of it. Mom's face went white. You were recording us? Consider it insurance. I'm sending copies to the entire family unless you back off completely. Here's my ultimatum. Respect our choices or don't attend the wedding. Vanessa started wailing. Mom looked to Dad for support, but he stayed quiet. You wouldn't dare exclude your own mother from your wedding. Try me. The next morning, Mom and Vanessa showed up at our apartment unannounced. They were all smiles and apologies. We've been thinking, Mom said sweetly, and maybe we overreacted. Of course you should have your wedding wherever you want. Vanessa nodded, eyes still puffy from crying. I'm sorry, Lucas. I was just emotional about Derek, but it's your day. Emma squeezed my hand under the table, our secret signal when we spotted manipulation. That's great to hear. So you're on board with Cancun? Absolutely, Mom smiled. Though I was thinking, since we're being so accommodating about the location, maybe you could reconsider the date, and perhaps Vanessa could be co-maid of honor? There it was. I stood up. Get out. You're not invited to the wedding. Either of you. What? After we apologized? Vanessa shrieked. Your apologies are just another manipulation tactic. We're done. 2 months later, we were in Cancun, standing barefoot on the beach. Emma looked stunning in her flowing dress, the teal and coral decorations perfect against the turquoise water. I couldn't believe this was finally happening, without family drama overshadowing everything. Mark, Emma's brother, stood up during the reception, champagne in hand. When Emma first told me about Lucas, I was skeptical. Then I met his family and understood why. Everyone laughed. But watching him choose my sister over their demands showed me what real love looks like. Sometimes the family you're born into isn't the family you need. Here's to choosing your own family every single day. I spotted my dad sitting alone at his table. He'd shown up that morning, suitcase in hand. Your mother refused to come, he explained. Said she couldn't support this mockery of family loyalty. I told her I was done enabling her and Vanessa's behavior. Really? You stood up to her? 30 years too late, probably. But watching that recording, I couldn't pretend anymore. After the honeymoon, we returned to discover Mom and Vanessa were facing unexpected consequences. Aunt Patty had shared parts of the recording with close family after Mom tried claiming we excluded them for no reason. Your cousin Sarah's wedding is next month, Uncle Mike told me over coffee. Your mother and sister aren't invited. Neither's your dad, but that's because he's officiating yours. Our wedding photos went viral among family and friends. Vanessa couldn't stand seeing everyone commenting about how beautiful everything was without her being center stage. She tried posting old vacation photos from Cancun, claiming they were from a much better trip, but Emma's friend Tanya called her out publicly. 6 months after our wedding, Dad moved into his own apartment. Your mother expects me to help convince you to apologize to her, he told me during our weekly lunch. I told her that ship has sailed. Emma and I established clear boundaries. We declined holiday invitations that included Mom and Vanessa. We started new traditions with Emma's family and friends who respected our relationship. Last week, Mom called, demanding we attend Vanessa's surprise birthday party. Family obligations don't disappear because of one disagreement, she insisted. You're right, Mom. Real family supports each other. You chose Vanessa over me. I'm choosing Emma and my own happiness. That's the consequence of your actions. I hung up and joined Emma on the couch, finally free from the golden child's shadow. What would you have done in Lucas's place? Would you have uninvited your own mother and sister from your wedding to protect your relationship? Or do you believe family should always come first no matter how they treat you? If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more real-life drama and revenge stories. Your support helps us bring these stories to life, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.